What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another F1 video. And today, man, happy Thursday. It's almost the weekend again, man. It's crazy. It's almost the weekend again already. Shout out to my boy Law VS. All credit goes to him. Nicholas Latifi. So last video we talked about like the conspiracies and stuff like that, and I put in the comments Latifi or Mazepin, and everybody said Latifi. So shout out to my dog. Now we know about Latifi, but where has he been since he's kind of left F1? Like, is he chilling? Is he relaxing? Is he in F? Is he still competing? Obviously, it wasn't really the greatest of times for Latifi. I know we all banter him. I know we all like to clown him. You could say stuff like that. But at the end of the day, he made the F1, probably his dream. Didn't really work out the way that he probably wanted to. But listen, man, we've seen a lot worse drivers. So we are going to check it out. We're going to see what's on as always, boys and girls. Don't forget to like the video and sub as well to the channel. Make sure you guys do subscribe, man. Always appreciate it. He breaks the silence. Let's see, man.
We all wondered what happened to the GOAT. Well, the GOAT lives. Nicholas Latifi. He definitely divides the opinion of Formula One fans out there, but honestly, I quite like the guy. Mainly for the fact that he was the nicer son of a Canadian billionaire. He has a Nutella fixation, and he genuinely just seemed like a nice cheeky chappy. And quite frankly, Lavazza, one of the companies that his father owns, is actually one of my favourite brands, and nice.
Oh, is my boy in the attic? That's kind of hard though. Recording from the attic, that's hard.
No, I'd rather be making the video. Just need a coffee is all. But the one thing that got me really concerned for the future of Nicholas Latifi was, of course, that particular race. I really don't want to get into the semantics of it. It was just an accident. And then, yeah, it all blew up in everybody's face. Nicholas Latifi got a lot of flack to the point where Lewis Hamilton actually had to call out people to calm down and leave him alone. But quite frankly, it obviously did knock the confidence of Nicholas Latifi, and ultimately he did bow out of Formula One at the end of 2022, giving way to Logan Sargent. And for that last year in F1, he was mainly there out of the loyalty to Williams, because Dorilton Capital did say that they really didn't need Nicholas Latifi sponsorship money and Safina Foods backing. They could do that themselves, but I like the fact that he got one more year to have a go. But I got really worried that after the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, he just disappeared. No one heard anything about him. I was really concerned because he just seemed like a really nice guy. I'd actually want to get to know him, and he'd be a really good friend, I think. He just seems really cheeky. He seems really fun. Was he meant to be in Formula One for the long term?
Probably not.
Well, I mean, I guess not, because it just goes to show with what happened to Nick de Vries that the class of 2019 in F2 probably wasn't the best. But either way, Nicholas Latifi is back. He has actually risen. The GOAT lives after all. And he's doing absolutely fine. He seems to be happy. And what he's doing is something that he actually touched upon on his Twitter account yesterday, giving a fairly extensive update as to what he's been up to. And what he's been up to? Well, it's nothing to do with racing. It's actually something to do with something else that he's been working on and planning for the future. Now, yes, see, Nicholas Latifi is a smart cookie. A cookie made out of Nutella. He put out a 2-page statement just detailing what
Hey, shout out Latifi though, for real, bro. Like, I had to shout him out again. Shout out Latifi, bro. Shout out Latifi.
he had been up to for the last few months since the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix when he suddenly went dark. I mean, even his website wasn't updated. It just seemed like he'd gone completely radio silent, mainly just for the fact that after that whole year in 2022 where he was clearly really lacking confidence, he just wanted to be done with Formula One. That everything was just going against him. He got dropped and then... I just felt really bad for him. I mean, of course, he didn't make the cut in Formula One, but he did have some good results, and he did score some fairly decent points for Williams. He's not the worst Formula One driver out there.
I know that.
He really didn't cut the mustard when it comes to the modern F1 squad, because F2 is pretty much the strongest it's ever been. The caliber of Formula 2 drivers and all of the junior drivers that are coming in from other categories is just getting better and better and better. It's really improving, even though the junior programs are really not improving, and that at the moment, the Williams Driver Academy is actually one of the most reliable. I know, it's weird. But what Nicholas was saying is that he's actually getting into something that he thought he would be doing once he actually hung up his helmet. He's actually getting on with getting an MBA. Let me read to you what he actually said. I'll just dip in and out. So he goes, "Hey everyone." Oh, hey Nick.
So
I
Nick,
know I've been quiet on social media this year. I've seen plenty of messages from supporters worldwide asking what I've been up to and what my plans will be for the future, including me, mate, and I'm really glad that you're still around. I was really worried. I decided very early on in the year that I wouldn't have any racing plans for 2023. It definitely felt very strange not having the same routine I'd been in for over half my life. Knowing that I wouldn't be behind the wheel of a race car this year, I'd obviously begun to think of what could be next for me, whether that involved racing or something completely different. Now I'm just imagining that Monty Python bit with Nicholas Latifi's face on it. And now for something completely different. I decided that for the immediate future I wanted to take some time and pursue a different avenue and focus on another path. Growing up, I always had a keen interest in the world of business, and I always said it was something I would have studied at university had I not gone the racing route. With that in mind and knowing that I might be taking a break from racing, well, I mean, you kind of were, and I don't blame you for taking a break after all that.
yeah,
I decided that I wanted to pursue an MBA degree and focus on something that would
that's
transform
hard,
the next
though.
phase of my life. Basically, he then says that it's something that he had contemplated once he fully retired from racing in his late 30s, early 40s. So it's a fairly smart decision because what are you going to be going on and doing for the rest of your life? I don't know, setting
So like, hold on, I'll wait.
up a vineyard or something, or becoming a farmer? Actually, yeah, that did happen. Jarno Trulli, a former Formula 1 driver, actually has a vineyard, and 1979 world champion Jody
That's what I
Scheckter
want, a
actually
vineyard.
shacked up on a farm, and he's
That's
a
what I
farmer
need,
now.
a
And that
vineyard.
Ricardo Rosset guy, I think he's got something to do with undies. Either way, setting up a business.
That's what I want, a vineyard. That'd be hard. Shout out, bro. But it is good to see, like, I guess Latifi kind of, well, not good, but I guess he kind of knows that his F1 career is probably not going to, it's a chance he may not be back. So I guess he, he wants to pursue other things that he had, like, stored up, like, gets NBA, which is always freaking amazing. Shout out to him for actually doing that. But hopefully he doesn't give up on, like, his F1 career, though. Like, hopefully he still does come back and races somewhere. I mean, is he racing now somewhere? Or, because I haven't really heard. I don't think anybody's heard from him. So, like, if you guys know that, just let me know in the comments down below. But it's good to see him, like, working towards other things as well. Shout out Latifi.
Not a bad shout. Making the decision early on in the year that an MBA was what I wanted to pursue, I began devoting my time to. He then goes on to say that he's been taking all of the tests and doing a lot of research, which would make sense because Michael Latifi, his dad, is a really successful businessman and the owner of Safina Foods, which has all of those brands that you saw on the Williams car for 2020 and 2022.
I know that.
And now he's actually saying that after 5 months of rigorous training and revision, he's actually passed, and that he can then go on to pursue an MBA degree. He's actually had a role accepted at London Business School. If you're ever in London at all, maybe you can actually go and find Nicholas Latifi. Maybe go and have a cup of coffee with him. I wouldn't be surprised if he's having a pret-à-manger, perhaps, because all of the businessmen seem to have pret-à-manger these days. I mean, it just seems to be de rigueur. This decision may seem surprising to a lot of people. Transitioning to a different racing category might have seemed the most obvious move. I mean, yes, of course, because that's what most people do, but either way, I'm happy for you. However, I knew there would always be a life post-racing at some point, and I decided that now might be a good time to prepare myself for that. Don't worry, this isn't him actually calling a halt to racing entirely. This is not necessarily a goodbye to the racing world forever.
Okay,
Racing has been my life since the age of 13, and is still something I'm extremely passionate about. I haven't missed watching an F1 race yet this season. Oh, that's cool, at least he still watches.
That's hard.
He started racing at 13? Wow, he actually made it to Formula 1 even though he started way later than most people do.
He's late.
Most people getting into Formula 1, they start karting when they're like 6, 7, sometimes the age of 3. So starting at 13 and still making it to
For
Formula 1
stopping
and
at
still
4?
getting points? That's not bad when you put it in perspective. However, I felt like this year was the right time to explore and pursue other avenues in my life. I'm very much looking forward to this next adventure and want to thank everyone who has supported me throughout my career thus far. I hope I can continue to have your support as I take some time to pursue a different path. Nikki. Aw, that's really sweet. I can't tell you how much I was worrying about the guy. After hearing nothing from him, after all the trials and tribulations that were actually associated with Nicholas Latifi for the last couple of years, it just seems really sad that all of that would have come to a screeching halt and then he would have just disappeared from social media entirely. I was genuinely concerned. Nobody should have to go through all of that after
true,
what
though.
happened in
That's
Abu
facts.
Dhabi. That is
That's
absolutely
facts.
not fair. He is not a bad driver. He's just not good enough to be able to sustain a long-term career. Especially when you got the likes of Oscar Piastri coming in and Logan Sargent actually not doing that bad of a job at Williams. I'm pretty sure he'll score a point this year. But the point is that Nicholas Latifi is doing well. He's absolutely fine. He's got other things on his mind. He's just being a really smart dude. He's thinking about the future instead of just, doing what most sons of billionaires do and rocking out on yachts and then just living off daddy's trust fund or something like that. he's thinking about the future. That's not bad at all, and I'm really happy for the guy. So I thought I'd share that with you because I genuinely was
shout
really
out
concerned
Latifi
about
though,
what was
bro.
going to happen to Nicky, and now I know he can actually sustain his long-term Nutella fixation for the rest of eternity. Because yeah,
Shout out Latifi though, bro. Like like I said, no we clown stuff like that, but him like to go back to what he's doing, like go back to school, pursuing NBA stuff like that. Not everybody does that. It's really cool to see him taking his education to effect, stuff like that. But like I said, I hope we do get to see Latifi back, bro. I'm hoping we do. I'm hoping we do. I know if he comes back, it may not be sweet. It may be probably just as bad as it was before. But let's see. I know all fun and games, though, man. The memes, the laughs he gives us. Ain't nobody really getting us that right now in that front. Like probably Lance Stroll, but you guys know me. I'm kind of done with that. Anybody else? Like nobody else is really like giving you like the laughs and the giggles. Like you just know every race something's gonna happen from them. Anyway, probably K Mag recently because K Mag just been on some weird stuff recently regarding like like the track stuff issues, like potentially him getting like banned, suspended, stuff like that. Ugh. Anyway, hope you guys did enjoy. I'm sorry, not K Mag, Hulkenberg, Nico Hulkenberg. I'm sorry, Nico Hulkenberg. Hope you guys did enjoy. Don't forget to like the video sub as well. Take care. See you guys then. Peace.